When a man is sharing something about his day, his thoughts, or something important in his life, one of the most powerful things you can do is give him your full attention. Imagine a moment where he is talking and you are not distracted by your phone, the television, or anything else around you. Instead, you are looking at him, listening carefully, and showing through your expressions that what he is saying truly matters to you. Your eye contact tells him that you are focused, and your small smile makes him feel comfortable and appreciated. In today's busy world, many people only listen halfway. They nod their heads, but their mind is somewhere else. Because of this, when someone actually listens with genuine attention, it feels very special. When he sees that you are truly present in the moment with him, he feels respected and valued. This kind of attention creates a sense of emotional connection that is deeper than many people realize. Sometimes a man may not say directly that he wants attention, but deep down, everyone wants to feel heard. When he notices that you are listening carefully, he feels that his words have meaning. Even small signals, like nodding your head, maintaining eye contact, or asking a simple follow-up question can make a big difference. For example, if he talks about a challenge at work and you respond with curiosity or empathy, it shows that you are not just hearing him, but actually understanding him. This builds trust between two people. Trust grows when someone feels safe, sharing their thoughts without being ignored or judged. Over time, these moments of genuine listening create a stronger emotional bond. Another important part of giving full attention is being mentally present. Many people sit together, but their mind is busy with other things. When you clear your mind and focus on what he is saying, he can feel that presence. Humans are very good at sensing when someone is truly engaged. Even without words, your body language communicates a lot. Leaning slightly forward, keeping relaxed posture, and maintaining gentle eye contact sends a message that you care. These small gestures may seem simple, but they have a powerful emotional impact. In many relationships, problems start when people stop listening to each other. They interrupt, look at their phones, or respond without understanding. But when you make a habit of giving full attention, it creates an environment where both people feel respected. A man who feels heard is more likely to open up about his thoughts, dreams, and worries. This deeper communication strengthens the relationship and makes both people feel closer. There is also something very comforting about being listened to. Imagine having a long day and finally talking to someone who truly pays attention to you. It brings a sense of relief and calm. When you give someone that experience, they remember it. It may seem like a small action, but it leaves a strong impression. Many people are surprised by how meaningful such a simple gesture can be. Giving full attention also shows emotional maturity. It shows that you value the other person enough to pause everything else and focus on them. In a world full of distractions, this kind of presence is rare. That is why it often stands out and feels special. When a man notices that you are genuinely interested in what he says, he feels appreciated as a person, not just someone who is speaking. Over time, these moments build a foundation of respect and closeness. A relationship is not only built on big romantic gestures. Often it grows stronger through small meaningful actions repeated over time. Listening carefully is one of those actions. Each time you give your full attention, you reinforce the feeling that he matters and that his voice is important in your life. In the end, giving someone your full attention is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to create a connection. It does not require expensive gifts or grand gestures. It only requires presence, patience, and genuine interest. When you listen with your eyes, your expressions, and your heart, the other person feels valued. And sometimes, that feeling alone is enough to create a moment he will remember for a long time. Confidence without trying too hard is one of the most attractive qualities a person can have. It is not about showing off, acting superior, or constantly trying to prove something. Instead, it is about being comfortable with who you are and expressing yourself naturally. Imagine a moment when you are talking with someone and you notice that they are calm, relaxed, and not trying to impress anyone. They speak honestly, they smile naturally, and they seem at ease in their own skin. This kind of confidence feels very real and refreshing. When a man notices this in a woman, it often leaves a strong impression on him because it shows authenticity. In a world where many people try very hard to appear perfect or impressive, someone who is simply themselves stands out in a powerful way. When you speak with natural confidence, your behavior feels effortless. You are not overthinking every word you say, and you are not constantly worrying about how you look or what the other person thinks. Instead, you focus on the conversation and the moment. This relaxed attitude creates a comfortable atmosphere for the person you are talking to. He feels that he can also be himself without pressure. Many people feel nervous when they meet someone new because they think they must act a certain way to be liked. But when someone shows genuine confidence without trying too hard, it removes that pressure and makes the interaction feel more natural and enjoyable. Another reason this kind of confidence is attractive is because it shows emotional strength. People who are comfortable with themselves usually understand their own values and personality. They do not depend completely on other people's approval to feel good about themselves. This does not mean they ignore others' opinions, but it means their self-worth does not depend on constant validation. When a man notices that a woman is comfortable with who she is, he often sees her as strong and independent. That strength can be very appealing because it suggests stability and maturity. Natural confidence is also reflected in body language. A relaxed posture, steady eye contact, and a calm tone of voice can communicate confidence without saying a single word. When someone is comfortable, their movements feel natural and unforced. They are not constantly adjusting themselves or acting nervously. Instead, they appear present and grounded in the moment. This calm energy can make other people feel more relaxed around them. When someone feels relaxed in your presence, it creates a positive emotional connection. Another important aspect of effortless confidence is authenticity. When you are not trying too hard to impress someone, your personality comes through in a genuine way. You may laugh freely, share your opinions honestly, and speak openly about your interests. This authenticity allows the other person to see the real you. Many people appreciate this honesty because it feels trustworthy. When someone senses that you are being genuine, they are more likely to feel comfortable opening up themselves. In many social situations, people sometimes try to impress others by exaggerating stories, pretending to know everything, or constantly seeking attention. While this might work for a short time, it often feels forced. True confidence does not require exaggeration or performance. It simply comes from being comfortable with who you are. When a man sees a woman who is relaxed and confident without trying to dominate the conversation or show off, he may feel a natural curiosity and admiration toward her. Confidence also allows you to communicate clearly. When you are secure in yourself, you can express your thoughts and opinions without fear. You do not feel the need to agree with everything just to please others. At the same time, confident people can listen to different opinions without feeling threatened. This balance creates healthy and respectful conversations. For many people, this type of interaction feels refreshing because it allows both individuals to express themselves honestly. Another reason effortless confidence stands out is that it often reflects self-acceptance. Everyone has strengths and weaknesses, but confident people accept themselves as they are. While still trying to grow, they do not spend all their energy worrying about imperfections. Instead, they focus on living authentically and improving over time. When someone sees this level of self-acceptance, it can be inspiring and attractive. Over time, moments like these create a lasting impression. A man may remember how relaxed and genuine the conversation felt. He may remember that you were not trying to compete for attention or prove anything. Instead, you were simply being yourself. That authenticity can make the interaction feel memorable and meaningful. It shows that attraction does not always come from dramatic gestures or attempts to impress someone. Sometimes it comes from the quiet confidence of being comfortable with who you are. In the end, confidence without trying too hard is powerful because it reflects authenticity, emotional strength, and self-acceptance. It creates an atmosphere where both people feel comfortable and respected. Instead of forcing attention or approval, it allows connection to develop naturally. When someone sees that you are relaxed and confident in your own personality, it often leaves a deeper and more lasting impression than any attempt to impress ever could. Subtle body language plays a very powerful role in human communication, often more powerful than words themselves. When two people are having a conversation, many small signals are constantly being exchanged without anyone saying anything directly. A soft smile, gentle eye contact, a slight nod, or a relaxed posture can communicate warmth, comfort, and interest. These small gestures may seem simple, but they can leave a deep impression on someone's mind. Imagine a moment when you are talking with someone and you notice that they are smiling softly while listening to you. Their body language feels natural and relaxed, and their eyes show genuine interest in what you are saying. Instantly, the conversation begins to feel more enjoyable and meaningful. This is because subtle body language creates an emotional atmosphere that words alone cannot always express. When a woman shows natural body language during a conversation, it often makes the interaction feel effortless and comfortable. A soft smile can make the other person feel welcomed and appreciated. It signals kindness and friendliness without needing to say anything. In many cases, a smile can remove tension from a conversation and make both people feel more relaxed. When someone smiles naturally while listening, it shows that they are enjoying the moment and that the conversation matters to them. For a man, noticing this kind of response can be very meaningful because it makes him feel understood and valued. Eye contact is another important part of subtle body language. When you look at someone while they are speaking, it shows that you are truly present in the conversation. Eye contact communicates attention, respect, and emotional engagement. However, the key is that it feels natural rather than forced. Gentle, friendly eye contact creates a sense of connection between two people. It tells the other person that you are focused on them and interested in what they have to say. When someone feels that level of attention, they often become more open and expressive during the conversation. Small gestures, such as nodding your head while listening, also contribute to the feeling of connection. These signals show that you are following the conversation and understanding what is being said. Even a slight change in facial expression can communicate empathy or curiosity. For example, raising your eyebrows slightly when hearing something surprising or smiling when hearing something positive can make the conversation feel more dynamic and engaging. These subtle reactions show that you are emotionally involved in the moment. Another important aspect of subtle body language is the feeling of naturalness. When gestures are not exaggerated or forced, they appear genuine. People can often sense when someone's behavior is authentic and when it is artificial. Natural body language reflects comfort and confidence. It shows that you are relaxed and enjoying the interaction rather than trying to control every movement. This authenticity makes the moment feel real and memorable. In many conversations, people focus only on what they are going to say next. As a result, they forget that communication also happens through expressions, posture, and tone. Subtle body language fills the space between words and gives the conversation emotional depth. When someone notices these small signals during a conversation, they may begin to feel that the moment is special rather than ordinary. A simple smile at the right moment or a warm look in the eyes can create a feeling of connection that stays in someone's memory. Body language can also influence how comfortable someone feels while speaking. When a person sees friendly and open gestures, they feel encouraged to share more of their thoughts. A relaxed posture and welcoming expression signal that the conversation is safe and enjoyable. On the other hand, closed or distracted body language can make someone feel uncertain or unimportant. This is why subtle positive gestures can make such a big difference in the quality of a conversation. Another interesting aspect of body language is that it often works on a subconscious level. People may not always realize why they feel comfortable around someone, but their mind is constantly interpreting small signals. When those signals are warm and natural, the brain associates the interaction with positive feelings. Over time, these positive experiences shape how people remember each other. A man who experiences this kind of interaction may later recall the conversation as something special. He might remember the soft smile, the friendly eye contact, or the relaxed energy of the moment. Even though these gestures are small, they contribute to a strong emotional impression. Sometimes it is not the exact words that people remember, but the feeling they had during the conversation. Subtle body language also helps create balance in communication. Conversations are not just about exchanging information. They are also about sharing emotions and energy. When both people are engaged through expressions and gestures, the interaction feels alive and meaningful. This shared energy can transform a normal conversation into a memorable experience. In the end, subtle body language is powerful because it communicates genuine emotion in a quiet and natural way. A soft smile, gentle eye contact, and relaxed posture can express warmth and interest without needing elaborate words. These small gestures show that you are present in the moment and that the conversation matters to you. When someone experiences this level of attention and warmth, they often feel that the moment is unique and meaningful. What might appear to be a simple conversation can become something memorable simply because of the small, sincere signals that were shared throughout the interaction. A little mystery can make a conversation feel more interesting and memorable. When two people meet and start talking, they naturally want to learn about each other. However, sharing everything about your life all at once can sometimes remove the excitement of discovery. When you reveal small parts of your story gradually, it creates curiosity and keeps the conversation engaging. Imagine a situation where you are talking with someone and they realize that there is more to you than what they see in the first few minutes. You share some experiences, but not every detail. You answer questions honestly, yet you allow some things to unfold naturally over time. This approach creates a sense of intrigue. The other person begins to wonder about your experiences, your interests, and the stories behind your personality. Mystery does not mean hiding the truth or playing games with someone's emotions. Instead, it means allowing your personality and life experiences to be discovered step by step. Human beings are naturally curious. When someone feels that there is more to learn about a person, they often feel motivated to continue the conversation. This curiosity keeps the interaction alive and interesting. It encourages the other person to ask questions, share their own experiences, and spend more time talking with you. In this way, mystery can help conversations develop naturally rather than ending quickly. Another reason a little mystery can be appealing is because it creates anticipation. When everything is revealed immediately, the mind quickly feels satisfied and moves on. But when some things remain unknown, the mind stays engaged. It begins to imagine possibilities and look forward to discovering more. For example, if you mention an interesting hobby, but do not explain every detail right away, the other person may become curious and want to know more about it. This curiosity creates a sense of excitement in the interaction. Mystery also allows people to appreciate your personality gradually. When someone learns about you over time, each new piece of information adds depth to their understanding of who you are. Instead of forming a quick and shallow impression, they begin to see different sides of your character. Perhaps they learn that you enjoy traveling, that you have unique interests, or that you have experienced certain challenges in life. Each new detail helps them see you as a more complex and interesting person. Another important aspect of mystery is balance. Sharing personal stories and experiences is an important part of building trust and connection. However, it is also healthy to allow relationships to develop at a natural pace. When conversations unfold gradually, both people have time to process what they learn about each other. This slower pace can create a deeper and more meaningful connection because each interaction adds something new to the relationship. Sometimes people feel pressure to share everything about themselves quickly because they want to seem open and friendly. While openness is important, it does not mean that every detail must be revealed immediately. Allowing some things to remain unknown at first can make the interaction feel more exciting. It gives both people the opportunity to explore each other's personalities through ongoing conversations. Mystery can also show that you are comfortable with yourself. When you do not feel the need to explain every detail or impress someone with a long list of achievements, it reflects quiet confidence. You are simply being yourself and allowing the other person to discover your story naturally. This calm and balanced approach often feels authentic and attractive because it does not appear forced. In many memorable conversations, the most interesting part is the sense that there is still more to learn. The mind enjoys exploring and discovering new information about someone. When a person feels that there are many layers to your personality, they may feel more interested in spending time with you. Each conversation becomes an opportunity to learn something new. A little mystery also helps keep conversations dynamic. Instead of sharing long explanations about everything in your life, you may give small hints or brief stories that spark curiosity. The other person might ask follow-up questions or share similar experiences from their own life. This exchange creates a lively and engaging dialogue where both people participate actively. Over time, these moments of curiosity and discovery can leave a lasting impression. A man might remember that talking with you felt different from other conversations. He might recall that there was always something interesting to learn about you. Instead of feeling like he understood everything immediately, he felt encouraged to keep discovering more about your personality and experiences. In the end, a little mystery can make interactions more engaging because it encourages curiosity, anticipation, and ongoing discovery. By allowing your story to unfold gradually, you create space for meaningful conversations and deeper understanding. Mystery does not mean being distant or secretive. It simply means giving the relationship time to grow naturally. When someone feels that there is always something new to learn about you, the conversation becomes more exciting and memorable. What begins as a simple interaction can slowly transform into a deeper connection built through curiosity, respect, and shared moments of discovery. Genuine kindness is one of the most powerful qualities a person can show during a conversation or interaction. It may appear simple on the surface, but its emotional impact can be very deep. Imagine a moment when someone shares a small achievement from their day. It might not be something huge or life-changing, but it is still important to them. Perhaps they completed a difficult task at work, solved a problem they had been struggling with, or accomplished a personal goal they had been working toward. When you respond to that moment with sincere appreciation, it can mean more than you might expect. A simple sentence like, "That's really impressive," or "You must feel proud of that," can make the other person feel valued and understood. When kindness is genuine, it feels very different from empty compliments. People are usually able to sense the difference between something that is said just to be polite and something that is truly felt. Genuine kindness comes from paying attention and caring about how the other person feels. When you acknowledge someone's effort or success with sincerity, it shows that you respect their experiences. For a man, hearing appreciation for something he has achieved, even if it seems small, can feel encouraging and motivating. It tells him that someone noticed his effort and recognizes the work he put into it. Many people go through their daily lives without receiving much recognition for their small accomplishments. Society often celebrates only big successes, but everyday achievements are just as meaningful. When someone takes the time to appreciate these small victories, it creates a positive emotional moment. That appreciation can brighten a person's day and make them feel supported. Over time, these moments of kindness can strengthen the bond between two people because they create an atmosphere of encouragement and respect. Kindness also has the power to make conversations feel warmer and more comfortable. When someone responds with empathy and understanding, it creates a safe emotional environment. The other person begins to feel that they can speak openly without fear of being judged or ignored. This sense of safety is very important in building meaningful connections. When people feel emotionally safe, they are more likely to share their thoughts, dreams, and concerns honestly. Another reason genuine kindness leaves such a strong impression is because it reflects emotional awareness. It shows that you are paying attention not only to the words someone is saying, but also to the emotions behind those words. When someone shares an achievement, they are often looking for acknowledgement or encouragement. When you recognize that and respond warmly, it shows that you understand their feelings. This level of emotional awareness can make interactions feel deeper and more meaningful. Kindness also spreads positivity in a natural way. When someone receives sincere appreciation, it often lifts their mood and energy. They may begin to feel more confident and motivated. Positive emotions have a way of influencing the entire atmosphere of a conversation. When one person expresses kindness, it often encourages the other person to respond with the same warmth and appreciation. This creates a cycle of positivity that strengthens the connection between both individuals. Another important aspect of kindness is that it does not require grand gestures. Sometimes people think that making someone feel special requires expensive gifts or dramatic acts. In reality, small moments of appreciation can be just as powerful. A thoughtful compliment, a supportive comment, or a warm smile can create a meaningful emotional impact. These simple acts show that you care about the other person's experiences and feelings. When a man experiences this kind of genuine kindness, it often stays in his memory. He may remember that moment when you appreciated something he accomplished. Even if the achievement seemed small, the fact that you noticed and acknowledged it can make him feel respected and valued. This feeling can strengthen the emotional connection between you because it shows that you see him not just as someone to talk with, but as someone whose efforts and emotions matter. Kindness also reflects a person's character. Someone who consistently shows appreciation and empathy demonstrates emotional maturity and compassion. These qualities are often admired because they create positive relationships with others. When kindness becomes a natural part of how you interact with people, it helps build trust and understanding over time. Another reason kindness is powerful is because it can appear unexpectedly. In many conversations, people focus mainly on themselves or on the topic being discussed. When someone takes a moment to recognize another person's effort or success, it can feel refreshing and meaningful. That small gesture shows that you are truly paying attention and that you care about the other person's experience. Over time, these small moments of kindness accumulate and create a deeper bond between two people. A relationship is rarely built on one big moment alone. Instead, it grows through many small interactions that show respect, empathy, and appreciation. Each time you respond with genuine kindness, you strengthen the emotional connection between you and the other person. In the end, genuine kindness has a lasting impact because it touches something very fundamental in human nature. Everyone wants to feel appreciated and understood. When you acknowledge someone's effort and show that you care about their feelings, you create a moment of connection that goes beyond ordinary conversation. A simple word of appreciation or encouragement can transform a small achievement into a meaningful memory. For the person receiving that kindness, it becomes a reminder that their efforts are seen and valued, and that someone truly cares about their happiness and success. Authenticity is often the most powerful quality a person can show in any interaction. In a world where many people try to impress others by pretending to be someone they are not, being genuine and real can stand out in a very strong way. Authenticity simply means being yourself without pretending, exaggerating, or trying to create a false image. When someone speaks honestly, behaves naturally, and expresses their true personality, it creates a feeling of trust and comfort. People can often sense when someone is being real and when someone is acting. Because of this, authenticity has the ability to make a moment feel deeper and more meaningful. Imagine a situation where two people are having a conversation. One person is constantly trying to say the perfect thing, acting in a way they believe will impress the other person. Their words may sound impressive, but something about the interaction feels slightly forced. Now imagine another situation where someone speaks naturally. They share their thoughts honestly, they laugh freely, and they do not try to hide their real personality. That conversation usually feels more relaxed and enjoyable. This is the power of authenticity. It removes pressure and allows both people to simply be themselves. When a man notices that a woman is completely natural and not trying to play a role, it often creates a strong impression. He may realize that she is comfortable with who she is and does not feel the need to change herself just to gain approval. This type of confidence is very appealing because it shows emotional strength and self-acceptance. A person who is authentic usually understands their own values, personality, and interests. They are not trying to copy someone else's behavior or follow every social expectation. Instead, they express themselves honestly and openly. Authenticity also makes conversations feel more meaningful because it encourages real communication. When someone is genuine, their words reflect their true thoughts and emotions. This honesty creates a deeper level of understanding between two people. Instead of having a shallow conversation filled with polite but empty phrases, the interaction becomes more personal and engaging. Both individuals feel free to express their ideas and feelings without worrying too much about being judged. Another reason authenticity is powerful is because it builds trust. Trust grows when people feel that the other person is being honest and transparent. When someone senses that you are real and sincere, they begin to feel comfortable around you. They know that what you say reflects your true feelings, rather than something carefully designed to impress them. Over time, this honesty creates a strong foundation for a meaningful connection. Authenticity also makes a person memorable. Many conversations people have throughout their day feel similar or ordinary. But when someone meets a person who is genuinely themselves, the experience often feels different. The natural laughter, the honest opinions, and the relaxed personality create an atmosphere that stands out in their memory. They may not remember every detail of the conversation, but they remember the feeling of talking with someone who felt real and sincere. Another interesting aspect of authenticity is that it allows imperfections to exist. Authentic people do not try to appear perfect all the time. They understand that everyone has flaws, mistakes, and moments of uncertainty. Instead of hiding these things completely, they accept them as part of being human. This openness can make them more relatable and approachable. When someone sees that you are comfortable being imperfect, it can make them feel more comfortable with their own imperfections as well. Authenticity also influences body language and energy. When a person is genuine, their gestures, tone of voice, and expressions feel natural. They are not constantly monitoring every movement or trying to appear a certain way. Their energy feels relaxed and honest. This natural presence can make others feel at ease during the conversation. It creates a sense that the moment is real, rather than staged. Sometimes people believe that they need special techniques or strategies to impress others. While social skills can be helpful, the most powerful impression often comes from simply being authentic. When someone sees that you are not trying to manipulate the situation or follow a script, it feels refreshing. Your personality becomes the main reason the interaction feels special. In many memorable interactions, the strongest impact comes from authenticity. A person might later reflect on the conversation and realize that what impressed them most was not a specific technique or clever line. Instead, it was the genuine personality of the person they were talking to. The honesty, the natural behavior, and the confidence in being themselves created a moment that felt unique and meaningful. Authenticity also encourages deeper emotional connections over time. When people are real with each other, they create an environment where honesty and openness are valued. This kind of atmosphere allows relationships to grow naturally. Instead of constantly worrying about maintaining a certain image, both people can focus on understanding and supporting each other. In the end, authenticity is powerful because it reflects truth, confidence, and emotional sincerity. It shows that you respect yourself enough to be who you truly are. And it shows others that they can trust the version of you they see. When someone experiences that kind of honesty in a conversation, it can leave a lasting impression. They may realize that what made the moment special was not a clever technique or strategy, but the simple fact that the person in front of them was completely real. And sometimes that genuine presence is more impressive and memorable than anything else. Emotional awareness is one of the most powerful qualities a person can have in any conversation or relationship. It means being able to understand not only what someone is saying, but also how they are feeling while they say it. Many people listen to words, but they do not always notice the emotions behind those words. Emotional awareness changes this. When a person is emotionally aware, they pay attention to tone of voice, facial expressions, body language, and the small details that reveal someone's true feelings. This ability makes conversations feel more meaningful and sincere because the other person feels truly understood. When you show emotional awareness during a conversation, it makes the interaction feel warm and genuine. For example, if someone shares good news, an emotionally aware person responds with real excitement and happiness. Their reaction shows that they are happy, not only because of the story, but also because they care about the person telling it. This type of reaction creates positive energy in the conversation. The other person feels that their joy is shared, and this strengthens the connection between them. On the other hand, emotional awareness becomes even more important when someone talks about something difficult or stressful. Sometimes people open up about problems at work, personal struggles, or emotional pain. In those moments, they are not always looking for advice or solutions. Often, they simply want someone to understand how they feel. When you respond with empathy, patience, and understanding, it shows that you are emotionally present. This kind of response can make the other person feel supported and less alone. Empathy is a key part of emotional awareness. Empathy means being able to imagine how another person feels and responding with kindness and understanding. When someone sees that you truly understand their emotions, they begin to trust you more. Trust grows naturally because the person feels safe expressing their thoughts and feelings around you. This safety is extremely important in any relationship, whether it is friendship, family, or romantic connection. Another important aspect of emotional awareness is being fully present in the moment. In today's fast-paced world, many conversations happen while people are distracted by phones, work, or other responsibilities. Because of this, conversations can feel shallow or rushed. Emotional awareness requires slowing down and truly paying attention. When you give someone your full attention, you notice the small details in their voice and behavior. These details often reveal what a person is really feeling. For example, someone might say that everything is fine, but their tone of voice might sound tired or worried. An emotionally aware person notices this difference. Instead of simply accepting the words, they might gently ask if everything is really okay. This simple question shows care and concern. Sometimes this small moment of attention can open the door for a deeper conversation. Emotional awareness also helps people avoid misunderstandings. Many conflicts in relationships happen because people misunderstand each other's emotions or intentions. When you are aware of emotions, you are more careful about how you respond. You try to understand the other person's perspective before reacting. This creates calmer and more respectful conversations. Another reason emotional awareness is powerful is because it makes people feel valued. Everyone wants to feel that their feelings matter. When someone realizes that you notice their emotions and respond thoughtfully, they feel respected and appreciated. This feeling can strengthen the bond between two people in a very natural way. It is also important to understand that emotional awareness does not mean being perfect. Sometimes we may not fully understand what another person is feeling, and that is normal. What matters most is the effort to listen, observe, and respond with kindness. Even small attempts to understand someone's emotions can make a big difference. Over time, emotional awareness can create deeper and more meaningful relationships. When two people communicate with emotional understanding, their connection becomes stronger. They feel comfortable sharing their thoughts, dreams, fears, and experiences. This type of connection goes beyond surface-level conversations. It creates a bond based on trust, respect, and emotional support. Another benefit of emotional awareness is that it encourages honesty in conversations. When someone feels that they are being understood, they are more likely to speak openly. They do not feel the need to hide their emotions or pretend to be someone they are not. This honesty makes the relationship more authentic and real. Emotional awareness also improves communication skills. When you understand emotions, you choose your words more carefully. You speak in a way that shows respect and sensitivity. This helps conversations flow more smoothly and reduces the chances of hurt feelings or misunderstandings. In addition, emotional awareness can influence the overall mood of an interaction. A person who is emotionally aware often brings calmness and positivity into a conversation. Their ability to respond with kindness and patience creates a comfortable atmosphere. People naturally feel relaxed around someone who listens and understands them. It is also worth noting that emotional awareness can be developed over time. It is a skill that grows through practice, observation, and genuine care for others. By paying attention to how people express emotions, and by listening carefully during conversations, anyone can improve this ability. Simple habits can strengthen emotional awareness. Maintaining eye contact, listening without interrupting, asking thoughtful questions, and showing empathy are all helpful practices. These actions show that you are engaged in the conversation and interested in the other person's feelings. Another important part of emotional awareness is recognizing your own emotions. When you understand how you feel, it becomes easier to understand others. Self-awareness helps you manage your reactions and communicate more calmly during emotional situations. When emotional awareness becomes part of your personality, it changes the way people experience conversations with you. They feel comfortable, respected, and understood. These feelings create lasting impressions. Often, people remember not only what was said, but how the conversation made them feel. Because of this, emotional awareness can turn an ordinary conversation into something meaningful. A simple interaction can become a memorable moment when someone feels truly heard and valued. These moments build strong emotional connections that last long after the conversation ends. In many ways, emotional awareness is the foundation of healthy relationships. It allows people to support each other, celebrate together, and navigate challenges with understanding. Without emotional awareness, communication can feel distant or mechanical. With it, conversations become warm, human, and deeply connected. Ultimately, emotional awareness shows that you care about the person you are speaking with. It demonstrates respect for their feelings and experiences. This genuine care is something people rarely forget. When someone feels emotionally understood, the connection they form with you can remain in their memory for a very long time. Positive energy is one of the most powerful qualities a person can bring into any conversation. It is not something complicated or artificial. Instead, it is a natural attitude that comes from being friendly, open, and optimistic when interacting with others. When someone brings positive energy into a conversation, the entire atmosphere changes. The mood becomes lighter, people feel more relaxed, and communication begins to flow more easily. Positive energy has the ability to transform an ordinary interaction into something memorable and enjoyable. When a person speaks with warmth and kindness, others immediately notice it. The tone of voice becomes gentle and welcoming, and the way they respond to others shows genuine interest. This creates a comfortable environment where people feel safe expressing their thoughts and ideas. Many conversations fail because they feel tense, serious, or negative. However, when someone brings positive energy, those barriers begin to disappear. The conversation starts to feel natural instead of forced. One of the most important aspects of positive energy is attitude. A person with a positive attitude does not focus on complaining or spreading negativity. Instead, they look for interesting topics, share enjoyable moments, and respond to others with enthusiasm. This type of attitude naturally attracts people because it creates a feeling of comfort. When people feel comfortable, they are more open, more talkative, and more willing to share their experiences. Positive energy also plays a big role in how people remember an interaction. Often people do not remember every word that was said in a conversation. What they remember most is how the conversation made them feel. If someone made them feel relaxed, happy, and appreciated, that feeling stays in their memory. Positive energy creates those kinds of emotional impressions. Even after the conversation ends, the memory of that pleasant feeling remains. Another important factor is that positive energy helps reduce stress in conversations. Many people carry stress from work, responsibilities, or personal challenges. When they enter a conversation that feels heavy or negative, their stress can increase. But when they meet someone who speaks with warmth and positivity, it can immediately change their mood. A simple smile, a light joke, or a friendly response can make a big difference. It reminds people that conversations can be enjoyable and uplifting. Positive energy also encourages laughter and natural humor. Humor is a powerful way to build connections between people. When two people laugh together, it creates a sense of closeness and shared experience. Positive individuals often bring this kind of natural humor into conversations without forcing it. Their relaxed attitude allows moments of laughter to happen naturally, which makes the interaction feel genuine and pleasant. Another reason positive energy is so attractive is because it makes people feel accepted. When someone responds with warmth and encouragement, it sends a message that the other person's thoughts and feelings are welcome. This acceptance helps people feel valued. Everyone wants to feel that their presence matters and that they are appreciated during a conversation. Positive energy communicates this feeling without needing to say it directly. It is also important to understand that positive energy does not mean ignoring real problems or pretending that everything is perfect. Life naturally includes challenges and difficult moments. However, a positive person approaches these situations with calmness and hope rather than negativity. They may acknowledge challenges, but they do not allow those challenges to dominate the entire conversation. This balanced attitude keeps interactions healthy and constructive. Positive energy also influences body language. When someone feels positive, their body language becomes open and inviting. They smile more often, maintain comfortable eye contact, and use relaxed gestures while speaking. These nonverbal signals make the other person feel at ease. Body language often communicates emotions more strongly than words. When positive energy is present, it shows through these small physical expressions. Another powerful effect of positive energy is that it spreads naturally. Emotions are contagious, meaning that people often mirror the feelings of those around them. When someone speaks with enthusiasm and warmth, the other person often begins to feel the same way. The conversation becomes a shared experience of positivity rather than a simple exchange of information. Positive energy also helps conversations stay engaging. When someone brings curiosity and enthusiasm to a discussion, it keeps the interaction lively. They ask interesting questions, respond thoughtfully, and show genuine interest in what the other person is saying. This kind of engagement prevents conversations from becoming boring or repetitive. Instead, the interaction feels dynamic and enjoyable. Another benefit of positive energy is that it builds stronger social connections. People naturally want to spend time with individuals who make them feel good. When someone consistently brings positivity into conversations, others begin to associate that person with pleasant experiences. Over time, this creates stronger friendships and deeper relationships. Positive individuals also tend to focus on appreciation. They notice good qualities in others and acknowledge them. A simple compliment or kind remark can brighten someone's day. When appreciation becomes part of a conversation, it creates an atmosphere of respect and encouragement. This type of environment strengthens the emotional bond between people. It is also worth noting that positive energy does not require being overly energetic or loud. Some people express positivity in a calm and gentle way. Their kindness, patience, and attentiveness create a peaceful atmosphere rather than an excited one. Both styles of positivity can be powerful as long as they are genuine. Positive energy also encourages creativity in conversations. When the mood is relaxed and friendly, people feel more comfortable sharing ideas, stories, and opinions. They do not feel judged or pressured. This freedom allows conversations to become more interesting and meaningful. People begin to explore topics more deeply and share experiences they might not normally discuss. Another important aspect of positive energy is gratitude. People who express gratitude often bring warmth into conversations. They appreciate small moments, simple interactions, and the presence of others. This appreciation makes conversations feel sincere and heartfelt. Gratitude reminds people that even small interactions can be valuable and meaningful. Positive energy can also improve the way conflicts are handled. Disagreements are a normal part of human interaction, but they do not have to become negative experiences. When someone maintains a calm and positive attitude during a disagreement, it helps keep the discussion respectful. Instead of turning into an argument, the conversation can remain constructive and solution-focused. Over time, positive energy becomes part of a person's reputation. Others begin to see them as someone who is pleasant to talk to and easy to be around. This reputation can influence many areas of life, including friendships, professional relationships, and social opportunities. People are naturally drawn to individuals who create a positive atmosphere. Another reason positive energy is memorable is because it provides relief from everyday stress. Modern life can feel busy and demanding. Many conversations revolve around problems, complaints, or pressure. When someone brings positivity into an interaction, it feels refreshing. It gives people a moment to relax and enjoy the present. Positive energy also reflects emotional maturity. It shows that a person understands how their attitude affects others. By choosing to bring warmth and optimism into conversations, they contribute to a healthier social environment. This awareness demonstrates strong interpersonal skills and emotional intelligence.